What's going on, everybody? Today I am reviewing this bourbon Battleground Emancipator. I was at a cigar lounge with my brother-in-law, and they have these bourbon painted cigars that they have. They're a house-made cigar. And the guy said, if you really like the bourbon ones, you should give this a shot. Just from the little bit of research that I have done on this, it says it is a bourbon-infused cigar, but it's not infused almost like an acid would be. It's a different type of infusion. This is going to be a Dominican filler with a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper and binder. So they were oddly specific on their website that they harvest in August, and then they cure this in a wood shed for 3 months. Within that 3 months, the leaves are then stripped, and then they go to a natural sweat process for an entire year. After a year, they are then aged for another 6 weeks at 140 degrees, and then aged again in wood for an additional 6 months. So we're talking, we're looking at, a full 2 years before these things are before the tobacco is even rolled. Once the tobacco is rolled, they are then placed in a bourbon barrel to age even more. Now, the guy that sold me the cigar said that they are Woodford Reserve bourbon barrels. There was nothing on their website that specified what bourbon barrels they were actually aged in, so I can't tell you for sure. Let me go ahead and open up this. I also love the fact that it comes in this tube. If you're willing to spend some extra money on the packaging of your cigar, that tells me that you really stand by the quality. Typically, anything that's in a tube, I tend to be a little biased towards. All right, so we're going to go ahead and open this up. All right, so first appearance of the cigar. All right, well, it's got some damage on the foot, just a smidge, but oh wow, I can already smell that bourbon. It's very bourbon forward. So as you can see, there is some damage on the foot.
As you can see, there is some
it's not going to be
damage
anything
on
detrimental.
the foot.
That could have just been from the way I was
wrapper,
carrying it or storing it and just kind of banging it around.
Some blemishes.
Beautiful
it's
dark
veiny.
wrapper that honestly kind of has some weird two-tone coloring. So you can see it's darker on the ends and then lighter in the middle.
Raised up,
and I don't know if
there's some
that's
parts of the wrapper
intentional or just quality of the leaf.
Maybe not the prettiest,
very
but,
veiny leaf.
Overall,
running your finger across it, the veins are
you can
very
see there is
pronounced.
some damage.
Other than that, in those
foot
areas,
of the
it's
cigar,
rather
it's not
smooth.
going to be
There's a couple
anything
spots that
detrimental.
are a little
that
bumpy.
Could have just been from the way I
maybe
was
a couple
carrying it
blemishes
or
in the
it,
leaf
just
itself.
kind of banging it around.
Maybe some bruising, but
beautiful dark,
beautiful
wrapper
looking cigar,
honestly
beautiful
kind of
looking wrapper. And like I said, that aroma is just incredible. Incredible smell. Oh wow, the foot smells almost like burnt caramel. Not burnt, but like about like it's not scorched, right? But like finely cooked caramel. That's sorry, you say caramel? I think it's caramel. I know there's another A in there, but whatever. All right, we're gonna give it a cut, give it a light. It lit up very easily. I'm actually really impressed with it. And so far, I know it's a little early to tell, but that burn is incredibly even. The flavor off the first little centimeter, definitely some spice and that oakiness, a little bit of that bourbon characteristic coming through, but it's not like a bourbon flavored cigar. Totally different. That's what I was expecting. I was expecting like cigar soaked in bourbon. Not that at all. In fact, it's a lot more like you're sipping a bourbon. Like the flavors kind of come at you in different waves. Like you get that spiciness and then that little bit of that heat and then a little bit of oakiness and then some vanilla and some caramel. Amazing characteristics right up front. And the aftertaste, after that you blow that smoke out, it's not really creamy. It's kind of a thin smoke. It's not super thick, but It leaves a lot of that oakiness and maybe a little charcoal behind. It kind of reminds me of like a charcoal. Really impressed with it so far. The aroma it's putting off it's not overpowering bourbon. It's a very slight hint of bourbon. This is not a tasteless, gimmicky cigar. This is a well thought out, complex, flavorful cigar. Completely shattered my expectations. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking gimmicky, bourbon flavored. Not the case. Amazing bourbon characteristics, but not bourbon flavored. All right, I'm gonna shoot some B-roll. We're gonna let this keep going. I'll let you know when we get closer to that second third. We are rounding the corner onto the second third. The draw is still phenomenal. That spiciness has faded. There's almost no spice now. Maybe a little tiny amount on the back of my palate, but up front now is this creamy vanilla, earthy, a little earthy, but that bourbon shines through so much in this second third. Like, I thought the first third was good. This is so much better. And I miss the spicy note. That's the only thing. But I like spicy. It has mellowed out a substantial amount from that first third. But the mouthfeel has gone from thin to a little more thick. It coats my palate really, really smoothly, really evenly. And it leaves behind this just creamy mouthfeel that is vanilla, oak, all things bourbon without that bourbon heat. Again, I'm having a really tough time pacing myself with this cigar because it's as soon as I blow that out, like the flavor that it leaves is just so incredible, so complex, so many different layers of flavor that I want to take another puff almost immediately. And I have to like be very conscious about like, I'm heating up the cigar. I need to slow it down. But wow, I am so impressed by the complexity of this thing. No tunneling, very even burn. The ash is gorgeous, construction is beautiful, the draw is perfect. It's not too tight, it's not too loose. It is right where it needs to be. Man. $10 stick. Wouldn't have thought it would be this good. I thought it was gonna be a bourbon acid, but whew, this thing. I'm about to go buy some more. Okay, I don't retrohale. It's not my thing. I think it's a gimmicky thing in the cigar world. I don't retrohale. I just did with this cigar, just to say that I did, and holy shit. Game changer. That bourbon is so much more pronounced in the retrohale. Wow. Absolutely incredible. Oh, whoa. Man, I'm so impressed with this cigar. I picked it up for like 11 bucks, and again, was expecting a gimmicky bourbon flavored cigar. I'm probably gonna buy a box of these. I'm not even kidding. They are so good. Wow. That ash is starting to form really nicely. Everything is very even burn. Ash is very white, little flaky, but man, I'm impressed with this stick. All right, we are maybe an inch into the cigar. If my wife asks, that's 4 inches. But so far, that construction is just impeccable. It's starting to flake just a little bit, but that burn is still really even. There's maybe just a tiny bit of canoeing right here. But other than that, really great construction with this thing. Super impressed. As soon as I say that, yeah, I don't know what else to say. That's my fault. It's not the cigar's fault. My issue that I'm having with this cigar is that I really enjoy the flavor a lot. Like a lot. So much so that I'm having a hard time pacing myself. You're supposed to do like the puff every 45 seconds. Man, this thing is just straight up delicious. Incredible cigar. We are well into the final third. If I'm being honest, I totally forgot that I was filming a freaking video. I've been enjoying this cigar so much that I've just been sitting here puffing away, not realizing that I probably should have been filming the entire process. Man, incredible smoke all the way through. This final third, that bourbon's taking a back seat. A little more earthiness up front. That vanilla has faded. The spice is starting to come back. That could just be because I'm heating this cigar up like no other, because I keep puffing on the damn thing. But wow, guys, this incredible cigar. If you ask anyone that knows premium cigars what the difference is between a $10 and a $20 stick, they'll tell you astronomical difference. This is a $10 stick that smokes maybe not like a $20 cigar, but at least like a $15 cigar. Incredibly beautiful cigar, great construction all the way through. I've had zero issues. The ash does come off itself after about 1.5 inches, 2 inches. It doesn't do the like Instagram worthy 3 inches of ash, but the construction has been incredible. The draw has been perfect all the way through. No issues with the burn. It's been a very even burn the entire length of the cigar. And that flavor, I don't retrohale. I hate it. This thing has me retrohaling just because the experience is so damn good. The only thing that's really changed from the first and second third to the third, or the final third, is the foot smoke is like blue now instead of white. Kind of cool. I don't know what caused it, but anytime a cigar can make me forget what I'm doing and just have me like fully enthralled, I mean, that speaks for itself, right? $10 stick. Check it out. Here's, again, the two that it came in. Website on the back, battlegroundcigars.com. I'll link them in the description because they have freaking earned it. Man, so damn impressed with this stick. I'm going to end up smoking the entire thing. And when we finally get down to like that last centimeter, maybe I'll throw it in a pipe and smoke that too. you want to see more videos like this, drop something down in the comments. It keeps me going. I'm going to smoke the cigar either way. Filming it's just a little extra thing that I do as a fun little hobby. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys on the next one.